Hi, welcome to this week's lesson. So in this lesson, we're learning about sinsoorte. Sinsoorte basically in English just means sentence types. So in Afrikaans, if you're doing first additional language, you're going to only be doing 4 of them. And that's why I want you to understand this is 4 free marks that you should get, because no matter how you look at this, it never changes. And these are basically marks that you can just pick up if you understand what it is that you're looking for and how you should answer the question. So let's dive in. So there are 4 sentence types: stelsin, vraagsin, bevelsin, and uitroepsin. So stelsin is basically like a statement. Vraagsin, it's in the word vraag, means question, so question, a type of question. And then bevelsin is your command, and your uitroepsin is your exclamation, is your sentence with your exclamation. All right. So in our stelsin, the thing you need to know, so in each of them, I'm going to basically give you 2 clues, and that will help you identify what type of sentence it is. So stelsin, when I used to cram these, I used to say that the S in stelsin is the same as the S in statement. In that way, I never get it confused. So the clue here is that the sentence is just going to have a full stop. So it'll be a normal sentence with a full stop, and that's your clue to say that it's a statement or a stelsin. So I added some examples down here. Daar is sterre in die lug. So whether or not you understand the sentence, what matters is that it has this full stop here at the end. And the second one, soetkinders moet pryse verdien. Sorry, there's a typo there. So soetkinders verdien pryse, that is an example of a stelsin because it just has a full stop there as well. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That is vraagsin. So vraagsin means question. So it must be a question, and the clue in this case is going to be your question mark. So as you know, there's a lot of question types. Wie, waar, wanneer, hoeveel, all of that stuff. That will be your first clue. Your second clue will also be the question marks at the end, and that period shouldn't be there. So, wie verjaar, question mark, hoe oud is sy, question mark, wanneer gaan jy dorp toe, question mark. So all of these are examples of vraagsinne. So, bevelsin means command, and your clue in this case will be an exclamation mark at the end, and sometimes it will start with a verb. Actually, in most cases, it will start with a verb, unless it's like a giant long sentence. So if it's a short sentence, the verb will be first, because that is what you are commanding the person to do. So it can even be one statement like this one: sit, or stand still, or eat your kos. So basically, each of them you're telling a person what to do, and as you can see, all of them start with a verb. So that will be another clue that you can get. It's not all of them, but most of them. Then uitroepsin also has an exclamation mark, but here you exclaim and there's also an emotion attached. So because they want to try and make it easier for you, they will attach the emotion. But as you go up with the grades, they might not have the emotion in the front. So basically, you'll have to now distinguish the difference between an uitroepsin and a bevelsin, because as you can see, both of them have exclamation points, but the difference is this one is a command, mostly starting with a verb, and this one is an exclamation type of a sentence, which exclaims. I don't know. So basically, there's like a lot of excitement to it, whether it is good or bad. Because in the first sentence, someone got hurt. I know, this was here. So that's not a good emotion, but it still was said in that, basically high-pitched voice. And then, Aitsa, jy's oulik. So that's a good exclamation for, praising someone. Maybe they did good work or anything like that. So here I said that sometimes it has an interjection. So interjection is the Afrikaans ones are they remain the same. I was gonna say they are quite consistent. So most of the time they'll say Aitsa, Shu, Aina, all of the above, in order for them to make it easier for you to identify it. All right, so now we're gonna do a quick test, because that is literally all you are required to know about Stylcenter. And the way that they're gonna ask it, it will range anywhere between 1 mark and 4 marks, because they can either ask all 4 of them, or 3 of them, 2 of them, or 1, or just 1. But in whichever case, if you understand how this works, you never have to study it again, because you just know that it is like that and it doesn't change. So let's do a quick test. Our first sentence is, waar kom jy vandaan? What are your 2 clues? It starts with a question type, and it also has a question mark at the end, so that makes it a vraagsin. All right, the next one. Shoo, jy so slim. So now we already know that we have one of the ones with the exclamation marks. So now we have to figure out, is it a bevelsin where I'm commanding someone to do something, or is it an uitroepsin where there will sometimes be an interjection, and you know, it's either like a good exclamation or a bad exclamation. So in this case, shoo, jy so slim, that's a compliment, but it also has the interjection and it also has the exclamation mark at the end. So we both know that that's an uitroepsin. The next one, die besem is op die dak. It basically means the broom is on the roof. Whether you understand it or not, you know that it has a full stop. So full stop equals statement, statement equals Stylsin. So this one is a Stylsin because it has that full stop there. And then the last one, staan in 'n ry. You're commanding them to stand in a line, and it starts with a verb. So that's gonna be bevelsin. Bevelsin. So this is as far as they can go in terms of asking it. They'll just ask you, wat is die sinsoort in die volgende sin, or whatever. And then all you'll have to do is read the sentence, ask yourself, is it a vraagsin, uitroepsin, bevelsin, of Stylsin, and basically get your mark and laugh all the way to the back, to the mark bank. Anyway, so yes, with just this knowledge, you can ace your test, because if your test, let's say, counts out of 40 and they ask you this question for 4 marks, you already have 10% that you didn't have to break a sweat for. So just find a way to store this in your long-term memory so that you don't have to come back and study it again. Good luck.